PR Connections Radio presents. This podcast is brought to you by Envision U. Envision U has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With Envision U, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code envisionu.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're hearing this podcast from. Welcome to my podcast, Prospering in Health and Wealth. My name is Verner Dixon. I'm with VM Enterprise, and I am wanting to have a discussion with you about health, wealth, and wellness, and talk about how they actually interrelate with each other and can create a better environment for you, create a better work environment for you, a life situation for you, particularly if you have your health and you can focus on generating your wealth. And I think we'd have a lot to have conversations about. If you're interested, hang around and get your friends and relatives on board. And so let's get underway. Thank you. Let's go. Good morning, as my intro indicated. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are and you're participating in this presentation. And, you know, I just basically have gone through some things, and I just wanted to start to share these things, and maybe they'll be beneficial and aid someone else. The things that I've gone through and conversations that I've had with other individuals, and they've asked me, you know, how I've accumulated this, that, and the other, or how I improved myself from a certain perspective, because the health issues that I had been involved in were severe in some cases. And I know there are people out there like myself who've had those types of issues as well. And I was initially thinking about, as I was preparing for this today's presentation and what I was going to say and do, it kind of brought me back to some of my my younger years. And maybe some of you boomers will kind of remember this or relate to it. I don't know, maybe some of the millennials as well. But I remember, even when I was in high school, the energy that I had, the activities that I was involved in, and the things that I participated in required that I function, as it were, properly. All my, joints and lungs and stomach and all the issues, my brain and all those kind of things were hitting on all cylinders. So growing up, I didn't have a lot of health issues. The only real health issue that I can recall was I had mumps. And I remember having the mumps and at my grandmother's house. And some of you, again, will remember this. When you had mumps, and they put the kind of a apron, put something around your head, and you put sardine juice on your face to kind of help reduce the mumps. And so those were days when, you were talking about old world medicine, interacting with new world medicine in terms of trying to resolve some of those issues, again, that weren't too serious. And in terms of some of the other energy, the activities that I had, I remember my first few months of high school, Las Vegas High School is where I graduated from. The first few months, I walked to high school every day and walked home every day. And so over time, I measured the distance that I was walking, because in the morning I'd get up and it was still dark outside, and I'd get to school by the time a half hour or so before the first bell rang to get started for my class. And it indicated that I was walking about 14 miles both ways. Now, to think about that, 14 miles both ways then was a no-brainer. It was a no big deal. I got up every morning and I did that. And so it was not an issue. think about doing that now, it's a little nerve-wracking in terms of being able to do that now or wanting to do that now. And basically, I'm sure, like, again, there's other people like myself who are out there who have health issues or have financial issues and need to do something about both of those. And the reason for, again, this broadcast is that I've gone through the health issues and I've gone through some of the financial issues, and I've kind of come to a place where I am very comfortable in my environment. I'm very comfortable in who I am and where I sit. I'm very comfortable from my financial perspective. Again, I'm not one of those people that have millions of dollars to kind of lean back on, but financially, everything is good and getting better. And again, that's why I wanted to begin to share my success, at least the success I'm having at this level, with other folks, because again, conversation that I'm having with folks is indicating that a lot of people are looking for opportunities, they're looking for ways to take care of themselves, looking for ways to increase their finances. And quite honestly, you know, the baby boomers or us older folks, it's interesting talking about older folks, but us older folks are living longer. And that's great for the most part. We're living longer. So you need to live longer. I guess one of the goals that I had was to be able to get down on the floor with my grandkids and be able to get up. And so that was a goal of mine because of the 7 grandkids that I have. I wanted to be able to participate with those. And some of you probably can relate to that as well. And so over time, as I'm looking for ways to increase my health and make myself better from that perspective, and also looking for opportunities where I've had financial ups and downs. I mean, in the early days, again, I was with IBM for 14 years, Wang Laboratories for 7, vice president of sales and marketing for another company. So my finances were very good during those times. But over time, as you know, things, if you don't handle those things properly, things happen and you end up in a situation where you're not totally financial secure because we are living longer. And talking about living longer, I now meet some friends that we grew up in. We actually went to kindergarten together, some of us, kindergarten and elementary school together. And realized that I was beginning to lose some of those folks. And so we scheduled some time together where we go once a month to lunch and catch up to make sure that we still have that relationship. And that relationship gives me a reason, another reason for getting up and getting involved and staying in contact with my friends. And we share the old stories and things that I've forgotten, the things that they've forgotten that we remind each other of. And so it's an awesome opportunity to participate with those individuals. You know, the thing that I found as I was looking for these improvements in health and finances, that as I'm researching information, I found that health and wealth are kind of working as codependents of each other. If you have your health, but you don't have any wealth, it's not a great existence from my perspective. I don't know about you, but from my perspective, it could be better. I've got my health, and if I had the opportunity to maybe do some traveling, do some other things with the kids, be able to be functioning, to live a comfortable life, that's a win-win. And so let me touch base here with prosperity in health and wealth, and that's the name of the program that we're involved in here. And this is what I found, and I want to read this a little bit to you. There is a connection between health, wealth, and wellness. Evidence suggests that increased financial security is linked to improved physical and mental health outcomes, the overall better quality of life. Greater wealth is linked to better health, as it provides material benefits such as healthier living conditions and access to health care, that protects people from chronic stress. Lower income is associated with lower self-reported health and greater health risks for chronic conditions. What that means is, part of it is kind of self-explanatory. Some of the issues that I've had to deal with were outside of what my insurance or my current doctors were able to help me resolve. So I had to look for alternative opportunities to increase my health or to resolve a particular issue that I was dealing with. And so in looking for that opportunity, you look at stem cells, you look at some of the other medicines outside of what your insurance would cover, but you realize in some cases that would be great. People are getting great success from those solutions, but you can't, because you can't afford to go outside of your insurance or go outside of the minimal copay that you have. In some cases, copays are significant. And so that also makes the difference in how you handle your health. So you begin to look for opportunities to increase your finance. Now, the thing about increasing your finance, if you have a 9-to-5 job, you're working hours to get dollars. That can be a limiting I guess environment in itself. You work all day and you're trying to make the income to take care of your basic living requirements, take care of your kids, and just trying to manage your basic environment. And so it makes it very difficult to have a 9-to-5 and come home and then try to do something else for a lot of folks, because you're depending on the type of job you have. It can be exhausting, and you don't have the energy to go out and try to find something else so you can generate some additional income. So I went through that process as well in terms of looking for other options where I could come home after a full day and still generate some additional income by not killing myself, but having an option or a side gig or side hustle, as it were, to resolve those issues and give me that extra income that allows me to pay my copay, allow me to take that vacation maybe that I couldn't take initially or had to save up for months or years to take a vacation. So I wanted to resolve some of those things. And when you get to the point where you're no longer working again, it makes it even more difficult, because now your income is stagnant. And so you're kind of end up being stuck, particularly if you have a medical emergency. And medical emergencies are those that in some cases people can handle, but in a lot of cases, depending on your economic level in life, it may be devastating to you and your finances, you and your family. So it may be something that, for all intents and purposes, kind of takes you out. And when I say take you out, I mean put you in a situation where you have to get extended loans, high interest rates, and so on and so forth. And talking about limited finances now, based on some of the things that are going on in the country, and what's going on with the tariffs, as an example. So if you're on a limited income and you're having to deal with having to pay more for your basic living requirements, then you've got an issue. But in terms of some of that and trying to resolve the health portion of that, you look for those opportunities to do that. And I did find a few things that were very beneficial for me. I mean, I've had blood tests and follow-up tests, and I get my reports, and I'm pretty good I'm better than a lot of people in my age group. So that's really good. I mean, the only thing that I got outstanding right now is electrolytes. that's it. Everything else is really good because of some of the products that I've been able to take advantage of by earning some additional income that I wasn't able to get via insurance or my doctor's prescribing different things. And look, one of the offerings that I'll kind of introduce you to is BioLimitless. So let me show you something real quick that'll kind of give you an idea of why I selected this product and service. So if I can get that to run, give me a second here and we'll get that going. I'll show you some of the products until that is started. One of the products that I've had been beneficial to me is one of the products called Master Microbiotics. I had a stomach issue where I had prescriptions filled for me from my regular doctor, and I'm also a veteran, so I went to the VA to talk to them about my issues as well. I would eat dinner, I would eat any meal, and I couldn't hold it down. I would get lethargic, and I just didn't feel well from eating. So that created a situation where if I'm going to feel ill after I have a meal, then I'm not going to have that meal. So that resulted in the significant weight loss that I had to go through as well. And so that weight loss was significant, 25 pounds in a month and a half or so. So it was significant. So I was desperately looking for a way to resolve that issue, at least be able to have a meal and enjoy it without getting ill by doing that. And so the prescriptions that both of my doctors gave me initially, from a mental perspective, you want something that will be beneficial for you mentally and physically. And so you have that motivation in your mind is kind of like mind over matter to do the medication. And so I did both of those for my outside doctor, and that didn't work. Then I went to my VA doctor, and they tried a different prescription for the same gut issues, but it was a different prescription. That didn't work either. So in my research and looking for alternative medicines, I had in the past taken advantage of stem cells. And I got a stem cell injection, but that was also very expensive. So it wasn't something that I could continue to make sure that my health was going to improve over the extended period of time. And so since that kind of gave me a reason for going outside of what I was normally doing, I ran across several companies that helped with different issues that I was dealing with. And as I indicated, I was looking significantly for the gut solution, so to speak. And that's when I went to BioLimitless and found this product, Master Microbiotics. And what this product did was went in, I took it on a regular basis. I mean, you take 2 pills in the morning and that's it. And I've been, my weight has come back. I started gaining my weight back. I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner now. And I don't avoid those meals because of being sick or lethargic and any issues that I would have been having from having a meal. So that was eliminated. So again, it's another thing about talking about something like this to other people, and they tell me, oh, I've had that problem as well. What are you using? Because they haven't been able to find a successful solution for them either. So what they were asking me, I was able to share with them what I was doing, and hopefully they could do it as well. Some could, but some couldn't because it would be outside of their insurance. They didn't have the extra income to start getting those additional, let's say, outside of the box kind of thinking. So from that perspective, I continued to feel better and better and better. Now, the thing about BioLimitless is that the solutions they have for you are directly working on the cells in your body. And if you're, and again, this is as you get older, when you get to a certain age, you can go out there and do whatever you want to do because you got the energy to do that. But as you get up into my age range or baby boomers or, senior community age range, your cells don't reproduce. They continue to deteriorate over time. And that's how come you see some of these people walking around like they're on the verge of falling down or on the verge of needing a nap or something. But what I was able to do was continue to look at the products that BioLimitless was providing, and started really focusing on trying to make myself overall feel better by going in and looking at all of the cell structure. They do a program where they you do a swab and you kind of come back. They understand what your DNA, and it has about 8,000 points of interest in your body that they take a look at. 500 of those areas they're able to impact with some type of product or another that helps regenerate or helps support the cells in your body. And so I am very excited about that. And again, that's why I wanted to step out and start sharing that. And that product is called Cell Signal. And Cell Signal has given me the energy. I've noticed the change since I've been taking this for the last few months. I've got more energy. I've got energy when I go to see my friends for lunch. I've got energy now where I go to networking events that I hadn't done for a little over a year because of the issues that I was dealing with. So basically, it's like Verner is back, and Verner is back because his internal organs, his internal cells are being given some nutrients that are beneficial to the overall environment. They also have additional products, detox products, because, the world that we live in, everything is contaminated. And so, there was a study, I don't have it here in front of me, but there was a study done that indicated that we even have plastic in our brains because of the foods that we eat. The small pieces of plastic, some of them are imperceptible, but they end up circulating through your body, and some have been even found in your brain. So they're coming out with a detox product that helps you to eliminate improve that particular situation. It helps improve the cognitive environment that you're in. It gives you, again, the energy to function. It gives you the ability to think again. I don't know if you know about it, but you know how sometimes you walk into a room and you stand there? At least I do. I don't know. And I know some other friends of mine have done this as well. You walk into a room and you absolutely forget why you went into the room. You have to turn around and retrace your steps and then come back into the room once you remember why you're in that room. Well, hopefully, and I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm hoping that when I start walking in the rooms, I'll know every time why I went into that room. So that's another significant thing too. Again, the being healthy part, the being knowing that your body is being nourished, that's awesome. So if you're feeling good, then you have more interest in making sure that your finances are good. You have more energy to do that. You can think about it. You can look for opportunities to do that. And so here's another little piece of that same process is that The connection between health, wealth, and prosperity runs deeper than you may think. Connecting health and prosperity leads to a better chance of financial security. The conjunction of financial wellness and health is significant, according to evidence suggesting that increased financial security is linked to improved physical and mental health outcomes and overall better quality of life. That's what I'm trying to do. And I see I got excited, but that's what I'm trying to do, is make sure that I have a better quality of life so that I can have an extended time with my grandkids, so that I can continue to go on those vacations and enjoy those vacations and do some of the things that I'd like to do that were limiting because I didn't have the financial security that I needed as I was trying to progress through this life. And so over time, hopefully I will generate enough interest in you to step outside of what you're doing, or to look for opportunities to improve your health, look for opportunities to improve your wealth. That's what I'm here for. And hopefully, or maybe some of the things that I'm involved in will be beneficial to you. And if not, what I have or what I've been involved in and what I'd like to share with you works for you, then hopefully you get motivated to go out and find something that works for you. Because my issue right now is self-help, is self-wealth. And so if you're not taking care of yourself, or you don't know how to take care of yourself, that could be detrimental to everybody around you. I would say your family, your future, and anything that you're involved in. But you have an opportunity. And I want to be part of that solution in helping you move forward, help you improve your health, help you spend more time with your family and friends, help you make that next vacation because you're healthy enough to get out there and do it. And the other side of that, hopefully I have something that'll help you from a financial perspective, that no matter what you're doing now, it's something that can be added to it where it doesn't create a stress in your environment, but creates a financial solution, a financial way to improve your life. And you never know. I'm looking for an opportunity to leave a legacy. And so maybe you're in that environment as well, or you're looking for an opportunity to make sure that your kids, your grandkids, or your great grandkids have something to support them moving forward. And so if there's any way that I can be a part of that, I'd be more than happy to be that person to help you out. And like, again, over time, you'll see some of the items and some of the companies that I'd like to introduce to you to see if that's something that fits your environment. Again, it's about taking care of yourself. And if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. You realize that? I'm sure you realize that nobody else will. I mean, you have some people who will help you as much as they can, but there's only certain things, there's only so much an individual can do. So you have to stand back, look in that mirror and talk to yourself and say, I'm going to be the best I can at this point in life. I want to leave a legacy. I want to be healthy. I want to be able to have a wonderful, glowing, blessed relationship with my kids and whomever else I interact with. So with that in mind, I'm here every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. And I hope you can be here as well. And hopefully we both learn something. You learned something from me. I learned something from you. If you want to share, my information was available as well. So again, let's chat. Let's see if we can be supportive of each other. Let's see if we can continue to, for me, continue to improve my health, and for me, continue to improve my finances. So when I say for me, let's go along and for you, improve your health and for you, improve your finances. So with that being said, thank you so much for attending today. I really appreciate it and look forward to seeing you again. You know, self-help is the health wealth. So have a blessed day, and thank you so much for attending. Take care.
PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.